everybody. Hey, hey. Good to see you. Today we are going to continue messing with characters. I need gems for this one.
There is
Getting them with
power in these
viable
stones.
builds for the viable builds for the expansion. I haven't done this in a while. All right. So she is a bouncing fireball build. Let me make sure the board is fine. Alright. Let's go over here and see what we can do.
Quiet here. Mostly.
This is an untested character. Oh yeah, what did I have in my... It's actually pretty powerful, yeah. Not bad.
It is done.
What's left, you ask?
You seem a hearty warrior, Wand.
Oh, that's right, I was going to keep those. I used it and I was going to keep those. I was thinking of saving up. Well, good morning, Mr. B. How you doing? Yeah. It's been alright so far. Wow. Yeah, I think I want to step it down. None of my builds, except for the lightning one, are quite good enough to take on the highest level bosses yet. But that's because the glyphs are low. We just did that for the 5 points. Gonna be a rainy Sunday here. It's great to work all week for a rainy weekend. Yeah. Of course, the weather was perfect all week. Yeah. That's just how it goes sometimes. Just how it goes sometimes. I was off a day until I thought that Friday was Thursday. So I was off a day earlier in the week. Yeah, and then I found out later in the day that it wasn't Thursday, it was actually Friday. So then it makes you feel like you missed a day somewhere. You picked up Outback, you mentioned that might be hard to find for someone who might need it later. Also grabbed an unpunched Skeletor star screen. The artwork on the back, yeah, they're really good. Yeah, I ended up finding Outback locally here. Dino found one for me originally, and then I went to one of my stores just the other day, and I was like, "Oh, you're never going to believe this!" And I called him up and told him that it actually had showed up at my store. So he told me to buy it and then he'd return it so we would save the shipping because he hadn't shipped it to me yet. So he returned his and I ended up buying the one locally, so we saved on the shipping that way. But yeah, it was tough for a little while to find that Outback. I bet they're sold out again, probably. You know what I mean? It was just like luck of the day that I was there when it showed up, you know? And I saw the Transformer Masters of the Universe crossover, but that one didn't interest me as much as the, like the Turtles and other, like the Thundercats, like those were... Something about the Transformers just, like, they're robots, you know what I mean? So they're not armor for people. I don't know, it just didn't... I saw the Optimus Prime one and I was just kind of like, I don't know if that works. I don't know if that works, you know? And, so I didn't go for any of the Transformer Motu crossover ones. Neat idea, but I didn't go for it. I kind of think it would have been better if they weren't armor for a character. Like maybe if they had just made them, you know, made Optimus Prime in the style of a Motu figure, you know. But turning him into armor for He-Man was kind of a weird thing, I thought. Yeah, it's different. It is, yeah. And Starscream's a cool character, so if you're gonna get one, you gotta get Starscream, you know? I know that Rob's Retro, his son is collecting Transformers. So if they don't find the Outback, maybe they'll need it, you know. Oh, darn it. So you still get killed from time to time. Maybe I was better just doing like 63 or something. Autobots? Yeah, Autobots are the good guys for Transformers. And Decepticons are the bad guys. And now the GoBots are incorporated with them too, because Hasbro, basically through all the way they've bought and sold, ended up with the GoBots license. But they haven't really done anything with it. I'm pretty sure they did one or two GoBots in Transformer style, but they're essentially repaints of another Transformer, just named the GoBot. You know what I mean? So they haven't really. It's like they haven't made like Psykill or Leader One that like looks like a real GoBot, you know what I mean, but done in modern days. And I think it's a shame, because I think they should do some of those in the Transformers line and just have them like Transformers the GoBots or something. And then you have Leader One and Psykill and stuff. So in robot mode they look like they did in the originals, and then they turn into their alt modes, you know. They could do some pretty cool things with that. Yeah, I was thinking of the GoBots. Yeah, yeah. I know when I was a kid I would get upset if I wanted a Transformer and they got me a GoBot, but now, but I think part of it is it probably because I had so many GoBots, because they were cheap, they were inexpensive, so you ended up with them. Now as an adult, I really appreciate the GoBots, and it makes me like all those mini robot guys a lot more, because like I want to collect all the little ones, you know. And man, there are some GoBots that are more expensive than Transformers. It's insane sometimes. You're like, or it's real difficult to find some of them in good shape, because I think everybody had them and they just beat the hell out of them. So it's like you can't find them in good shape. It's like, yeah, more sentimental, yeah. I hate those little red guys that run at me. There, see that one? I'm sure it's hard to see them with all these explosions going off, but to me they look like Beavis, yeah, with the cornholio with his shirt over his head. So I'm like, the cornholios are running at me. Oh, I went on the tree. Why is my power on the tree and not on the monster? The point is to level these up, and I need them to be at least 46. So when this hits 46, we could do something else. But I wanted to get them at least to 46. Maybe one more, if I don't die. if you die, you lose points at the end. You can't to put in, so you can't. The goal is to try not to die, because if you die, you get less points to put in at the end. You sometimes have mornings where you're just like, why is everybody texting me? Like, I've just gotten, like, probably, like, 5 texts in a row here, and I'm like... And I know they're from different people because they're different chimes. I have Transformers for some friends, a Star Wars R2B for others, and my parents... My mom is She-Ra, and my dad is He-Man. And my dad sent a text, and he's right in the other room. Like, why didn't he just get up and say what he needs to say? You know, like... It's funny how that is. When I was in high school, you know, in early college and stuff, like, when the phone rang, I was like, oh, I gotta grab it. Oh, crap, what happened there? I didn't even see what killed me. There was... But I would jump up and be like, I gotta get the phone, you know, like you were excited. Someone was calling. And then, like, I don't know, somewhere in my, like, late 20s, it started where I was like, I don't want any more phone calls. Just don't bother me, you know? Like, and now we got these devices where they're there all the time, and I'm just like, I don't answer a text like right away. I just let it pile up, and I'm like, I'm busy, I'm doing something, I'm playing a game. I don't need to look. The person on the other end could be like, I'm burning up, my car's on fire, you're the only one who can help me. And they're just gonna burn because I'm playing the game. That's why I started slowly getting stuff my brother and I had as kids. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I basically just finished Sectars. So most people know that I've got Star Wars completed, vintage Star Wars. There's a few lines where I only need 1 or 2 characters of. And Sectars was one of them. I needed some accessories and a couple characters. And in the last 6 months or so, I bought 2 different job lots. Because I find that's the best way to do it. If you hunt down the one character you need, you might spend $100 completing that character. But if you buy a job lot, you could spend $100 on the job lot and get that character complete plus 4 others that you can trade or sell. So you make it, like I just did that video about the Sectars where I completed my collection, except for a holster. I need a holster for the alternate version of Dargon. But it had extra accessories, and I sold 5 of those accessories for $50 to one person. And that whole group, the whole batch of stuff cost me $100. So I made half the money back already just selling 5 of the accessories to somebody else on eBay, you know. So it's like, that's kind of the bonus too of buying a job lot when you're trying to complete collections, because you can trade or sell the other. And like Dino is trading me some Rock Lords for 2 of the figures and their whatever accessories I had for those figures, so that he can, you know, get more for his line, because he's probably halfway there to having everything. So now, you know, he'll be a little bit closer. So like that also worked out too. Like Dino, I need those Rock Lords and Dino needs the Sectars. So we're just straight up gonna trade for, you know. And so like that kind of stuff works out too. Yeah, he says we're a generation turning into a cyborg type because we're attached to those phones. And yeah, it's kind of an odd thing because like a lot of times when that thing beeps, we immediately answer. We're trained like a dog to, you know, to answer as soon as it beeps, you know. And at least for text messages, right? You know. And I think younger people do. They really, that's their phone is beeping and they're on it all the time, aren't they? And where it's like we like to set it aside sometimes, you know, because we're like we don't need to be interrupted every minute of the day. But there are people who are like on that thing like all the time, right? I didn't see. Did I just fill that to 46? 45. I need one more level. All right. We'll do it one more time. It would have been if I didn't die. I died at the beginning, didn't I? But yeah, the next step I think is really integrating that thing. They've already got like test subjects that have that chip in their head, you know what I mean? And I think it's only a matter of time before that thing. But I don't know how many people would actually have an operation to install an electronic device into them. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like a weird thing to do. Like, would you go into a cell phone store? Like, imagine going into the Apple store today and you see all those people like sitting at those tables, like talking to the Apple squad or whatever. What do they call them? The Geek Squad or whatever. And each one of them, instead of handing them a telephone, each one of them is implanting a chip in someone's brain. Like they're all like, oh yeah, we just got this guy cut open here on the table and we're installing a chip in his brain. You know what I mean? Like that, I just can't see that happening. You know what I mean? Like why would you? And then 5 years later, going, well, they've got a new chip. I gotta get that one. You know, and you're upgrading it. And no, it just wouldn't happen. Every 5 years, you're getting an operation to have this chip installed in your brain to get the latest model. No, I just don't. I don't see that happening. Like they've got to do something else in order to integrate it cybernetically. You know what I mean? Like a one-time deal, and then somehow it gets upgraded with just software or something, like, but the hardware stays the same. Like, I don't, it's just really, we'd have to have a whole new model for how things are sold and run. Because that's the other thing is, businesses can't rely on you buying one product and hanging on to it for the rest of your life. You have to upgrade every 4 or 5 years or that business fails. You know what I mean? Like, Apple's dependent on us buying the latest and newest phone. Even if there's no features that are new in it, it has to, they're dependent on you every 4 or 5 years having that spike in sales for $1,000 at a pop or something, you know? I mean, they learned that back in like it started happening, I think, in the 80s and 90s, where, you know, like I bought a TV in 1984 to play my Nintendo on. It was a tube TV, you know, a tube. They didn't have flat screens back then. And that TV is still in the kitchen that my mom still uses it. Like things we bought in the 80s or 70s and 80s, and even before that, stuff you bought, like if people have stuff they bought in the 40s and 50s, like that stuff is still running. But try to find a flat screen TV that's more than 5 years old. They don't work. You know, like you're not. You know these. You know, you get a first generation Apple phone from 2008, and it's not going to plug in. It's not going to work with the network. It's not going to plug in and be able to be used as a phone. You know what I mean? Like it's just well, even if it's brand new, you find one still in the box, it's not going to work. You know. So it's just the way that like we advance in technology, but they make it so it's dependent on us buying a new one every 5 years or so. They don't want. You can use it forever. You wouldn't. The company wouldn't make any more money. I've seen new flat screens on the side of the road. Yeah, and that too. People are just giving them away. Yeah. Because they upgrade before they need to also. That's the other thing that people tend to do. Is the old one still works, but the new one's got, oh, it's OLED, or it's got QLED this time, or it's got HSR LED this time. You know, it's like, what is this? They get you. They hook you. We'll spread it around. There we go. Yeah. So they're all 46 or higher. There we go. That's what we needed. And everything is almost throwaway today. Yeah. Really. They don't expect you to keep something for a period of time.
Use it well.
Alright, so let's check the other character. So that one's all set. She's all set. I think this one was all set. Now this guy, the paladin, we haven't looked at him in a bit. He's probably all good because he's got... Was this the Aura Paladin? I want to say it's the Aura one, right?
This is fine, as far as towns go.
Oh, he's got 30 more points to use. Let's see what we can do here. Put in all the other damage nodes. One's in life. Damage. Okay, we're going to go down to that damage node. Oh wait. What's this one? That's more damage. What's this one? I'll take that. Well, I got 7 more points. How do we do this? I think we want those more than this. let's try this. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Cooldowns. Let's make sure everything's... We got all the strength nodes. No, there's a strength there we can get. There we go. Now we got all the strength nodes around that one. So that boosts as much as we can for damage. This one, every 5 intelligence. There's an intelligence way up there, but we can't pay for 5 to get that. There's one over there. Yeah, it's more vulnerable damage. Can you scrounge 2 points to get that one? Yeah, let's add our armor back in that. So that's more damage. Okay, and then this one, for every 5 willpower. It looks like we got all the willpower nodes. That's crit damage. For every 5 intelligence. I think we got all those intelligence nodes in there. And that's crit damage also. And then this one is for every 5 intelligence again. And there's an intelligence way up there. We basically got them all except for these 2, but they're pretty far. That's going to be... We'll need 3 points to get to that one. We need 5 points. I don't think we can scrounge 5 points out of this without taking away some damage or defense. So it might be a complete trade-off, so we're good there. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at. Damage-wise, I think this guy's fine.
don't want to be fooled.
Yeah, he could definitely step up in power. Step up in... That guy, see? It's like Cornholio. I didn't realize they were that high. Okay, I got them at, I got one at 90, 88, 85, 80, and 78. Wonder if I can do, let's see this, let's go down to see what a pit 90 looks like. I just haven't played this guy in the whole season, you know? Okay, so it's very slow. There's not any barriers or anything, does it? The sorcerer always has barriers, so whenever I'm... The weird thing is this guy's hitting for hundreds of millions. There was a 1 billion. But The sorcerer, when you watch the numbers, there was 12 and 27 billion, but they couldn't touch these guys. Like the damage meters weren't moving. This is taking way too long. This is not fun. And they're not going to let me leave without killing this guy. Oh, maybe there we go. I'm going to drop it down to 80 and see if that's faster. No, no. Yeah, this is a more comfortable level, right? Oh crap. Looks like that fire is deadly.
It's what I do. Get away from me, cornholios.
Yeah, cool. He's pretty powerful. Suppose he's good as he is. T-bolts will.
Use it well.
That could be a big difference, but whatever. Alright, let's check out our next Granomir, our Necromancer. This one could need a lot of work. I don't know if I've touched my Necromancer in a year, you know? Holy... Alright. Well, I've got an army with this guy, I guess. So he must have been a army paladin. That's not bad. 4-star Blood Moon. Wow, it's a regular Ring of Mendel. So this one gives bonus to magic nodes. You only need 40 intelligence, so this is all fine. This one is all nodes within range. Bonus to minion damage. Okay, so summon damage, okay. And then this one has golem damage. We only need 40 intelligence, okay. This one is... we need dexterity. So these aren't even 46 on this guy yet. Very interesting. So we never even really leveled this guy to his max. This is willpower. This one's not 46. So there isn't even any other willpowers around the edge of this that you can grab. So that'll pretty much stay the same. Just go up in damage as it levels. This is corrupting damage. What is corrupting damage? Well, it's shadow damage, okay. Is that like blight and stuff? Is that... Wait, do we only have... Okay, we got 5. We only need 40, we got 45. To all magic nodes we need. Guess that's good for our last point, right? Let's see what he can do. We'll put it down to a mid-range thing again. I don't even know if he can do 60, but we'll see what happens. He's actually quite good right where he is, and he just... killing at least just as fast as my sorcerers, if not faster, you know? And he's not even at 46 on the glyphs. It's weirding me out that I thought the kill streaks were permanent in the game and that they'd be on both Eternal and seasonal. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Or maybe they don't come till next season or something. Till the end of... We basically got like 9 days and then the expansion comes out, so... I'm only doing this to sort of set them up because I'm gonna want to level all these guys up to 70 and
What's left, you ask?
That's right, I gave him a peg leg. That's right. Yeah, he gets a peg leg. It's like every one of my guys is using a mace now. Alright, he's fine. Some of these we just need to level glyphs on, but they're fine. Nox, so he needs a whole deal. She needs... So let's check out the Barbarian. I think it looks like he's got some gear. Was I running Whirlwind on him? Yeah, it's Whirlwind Dust Devil, isn't it? Alright. Oh, I don't have the best gems in here. 2 emeralds. I need a ruby.
Beware the envious, my friend.
Two more rubies there. 2 more rubies there. Okay, so I need 4 more rubies.
You lose a little mass to dust.
Wait, that's a diamond? Okay, we need a...
Fashion this into something exquisite.
And then... damage to bleeding. Alright, this one is... for every dex we do damage, so we need all the dex we can get. There's no more dexterity out there, alright. This one says we just need that. Okay, we're fine. Strength. So there would be one more when that expands if we go out to there. When it expands, we'll get that one. This one when it expands. This one when it expands. Okay, so we'll end up getting them all once it expands one spot, so that's okay. And this is strength again. That's a tough one to get. There, that's pretty good. Let's see what this one looks like. I think this one will be fine. We need cooldown there as well. Definitely use cooldown because those things are not coming up fast. All the powers are on cooldown, except for our whirlwind, so we need more cooldown. He's alright. Curd.
My hammer sings on your return.
Now, I don't even know how to get items for these guys. Everything got thrown away. Yeah, these guys might end up being kind of a lost cause. Or, I mean, we might have to wait till we get more gear, because these guys don't have anything. One of the, I haven't touched them in so long that one of the,
We could use
man, it may have been the last expansion where the, he's got a Doombringer, where the, all the items became like pretty much unusable, so we scrapped them all. And I should have used them until I got new items to wear. Because what happens is nothing in here is kind of usable by these characters. I don't have any of their uniques, I don't have any of their... So that's kind of the problem.
Stay only as long as we need to.
What I wanted to do was check out... jeez, there's no guys who add time. Well, that was lame. There were no guys to add time. Did you see that? So go down through there and get those time guys. Okay. Bank that time, and we'll get everything on the second, third level. Shit, I thought the way out was up there. Damn it. Where's the way out? What the crap? Where's the way out? Why was there no way out of this one? What the hell was that? There was no way out of that one. Time is around this one and up through the middle. Time. There's the way out. It finally worked for us. Now let's see. So we basically had to play 3 times to get nothing. We didn't get anything.
I was stick to the trees and keep safe.
Oh, I got something. You got a ring of stellar skies. And we got a whole bunch of stuff for a necromancer. Time, grab it, time, then there, okay. Then we want to go, we could probably grab it, time, go around, okay. And this we can just go for it. doesn't help that you get stuck on stuff. This is the weirdest Undercity. The Undercity is the weirdest like, level thing because you constantly get stuck on stuff.
You, child.
Oops, I didn't look at the plan. Time. So go up. Well, it's a straight line. I don't have any other choice in this one. We just barely got 4 on that one. Why can't I leave dungeon? What's the reason I can't leave the dungeon for? Yeah, it'll close because I'm done with it.
Make something new with this.
Wow, that's far away. I can get these three, get those 3 times. Wow, this is gonna be... But on this one, the times are giving you a lot of time. Look at that, that's 60 seconds. Sometimes it just seems like you get no time at all. So, time to time. Should we just grab time and then go? We can get this one kind of close. That's when they stacked up a lot of time at the end. I like how this particular boss just dies the second you walk in the door. Like I didn't even do anything.
Sure you even need it.
Didn't you need condemnation for something? I thought we did. As a rogue, I mean. So go down this way, hit those three, and then go for the exit. This one, get all these time ones, and that thing, and get that thing. Oh, nuts. Well, we can't really... If we go down, we're gonna run out of time.
Was created.
Oh, we got a thing. Look at that. Got a Doombringer. I don't know. I don't remember the builds for the druid. The druid, I want to do the lightning build, and then the other one is I like the road spin build, the one where he spins around. Suppose I could put them up on the screen and keep looking for them. So go hook around, get the time, come down through there, get those. We're gonna get everything, I think, on this one. We're gonna go over there, get these, go up and around. Okay. Oh, what am I stuck on? What's gonna be tight? That's it, right? Yeah. That time she took a couple shots. Usually she dies the minute I walk in the door.
Hello?
I feel like we wanted this Earthbreaker. Overkill did nothing. The rest we don't need. Go down here, along there. Wow. This one's laid out a little odd. Alright, so go this way around. Alright. What am I stuck on? What the crap? Well, that was pretty freaking lame. Oh, there's no time to get to here. We might have to book it for those time things and then just live with what we get. Well, that might be all we need, though. Yeah, why is she suddenly taking more damage? She died in one hit when we started doing this, and now that we've run it a few times, she's suddenly taking more damage. Oh, we got another... So that's the third one out of... How many have we done? 12? Well, we will have done 12 when we run out of... materials. I actually might go to Disney on May 4th. I might. There's a good chance. Yeah. 2027 for sure. But I might, because I'm if I go up to the house, I'm only an hour and a half at the most away from it, so I may just drive up, pop in there, look at the May 4th merchandise that they have for Star Wars at Disney, and then if there's anything I want, I'll pick it up, of course, and then like I might get the sail barge for Dino and stuff, And then just come back home, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't stay the whole day this May the 4th, but on May 6th, we, tickets go on sale for Star Wars Celebration 2027, which I am definitely going to try and get at least Friday and Saturday for that. I may, if the weekend is available, I might buy the weekend, but if the weekend, when I tried for Chicago, the weekend sold out in like 3 seconds, so I ended up just going 2 days, and that worked out. But I'll do the same thing. If I can get the weekend, I'll get the weekend pass. But if I don't, I'll buy just Friday and Saturday. But I'll still be there the whole weekend, because what I'll do is I'll just hang out outside. Because, quite frankly, when I went to Chicago, I just ended up finding a way to walk right in on Thursday. So it didn't change. Not having a weekend pass didn't mean I couldn't get in. I just wore the badges that I had around my neck, and nobody questioned it, and I got right in on Thursday. You know what I mean? So they weren't looking at what badge was around your neck. They just looked to see that a badge was around your neck. So it was, I mean, it might end up being able to do the same thing. So. But I will legit try for a weekend pass first, and if I don't get it, I'll just buy Friday, Saturday. But I'm definitely going to be going to Star Wars Celebration for the 50th anniversary of... I can't pass that up. Plus, it'll be interesting to be there to hear whatever lame announcement they have for it, because they're not going to... We're going to reboot the entire Star Wars franchise, starting with a new version of Phantom Menace. I mean, we'll do them in order, you know. It's like, what? That's what they'll probably announce. See, she died instantly. Why that time? Can non-residents do that as well? Like on May the 4th, I have a resident pass for Disney World, so that's how I can just walk in. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2. I don't need to keep one. The sail barge popcorn bucket. I don't need to keep one, so I think the limit is 2, and so I can do one for you and one for Dino, and then because I don't really, I'll be fine looking at it the day of, and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't need to keep it, you know, like just because I'm not a popcorn bucket collector, but if you want one, yeah, I'll definitely, we'll make arrangements, you know. But yeah, I'm seriously considering it. I just have to see how the next week goes. If the next week goes okay, this coming week goes okay, then I think I'll make that. I think I'll be able to set that in motion as a plan, and just go up there for the. I'll drive up super early in the morning, be there when they open, go right in, get the popcorn buckets, throw them in the car, run out, go on a couple of rides, maybe get lunch, and then I'll drive back, you know, so I won't have to pay for a hotel or anything. And then it's just gas money. That's the only thing that it costs me, you know? Because resident pass, I mean, that's already paid for, so it's not really, I can go any day I want, so it's like I might as well go up there for the day, for a little bit, you know? You might change your mind. Once I see it, I might change my mind, yeah. I'll let you know, but yeah. I was planning on buying the limit anyways, because I know that someone might want it if I don't, you know. But yes, it would be... So as of right now, it would be you and Dino. Because Dino wanted one for his channel, to open it on the Popcorn Bucket channel. Which means I've got to mail them out immediately, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny because there's a show I might do on May the 9th. Toy show sale. And so then I have to come back to the condo by the 9th. So it's like a lot of driving, real tight schedule there. Yeah, I know, Mr. V. I know you. I got you. Hey, we must have killed the goblin. Somewhere in that mess there was a goblin, because we got 2 chests. We're not going to be able to pick everything up. That's alright. What do we got? 1 or 2 more runs? So let's see if we can get a 4th mythic. I don't remember if we have 1 or 2 more runs. And then I gotta go, I'm gonna do laundry and stuff, so. Last run. Looks like this is the last run. And then I'm gonna go do laundry. Yep, last run. So let's see if we get a mythic this time. So far we've got 3 out of the 12 runs we did. Maybe we can get 4 out of 12. Should we get that? Go up for that? Loop around? Let's do that. One of those boards where I'm getting stuck with things. Hey, TJC, what's up, Terry? We'll go that way and loop around. Oh, there's the goblin. So we got him this time. 2 times in a row we had that goblin. Wait, did we get him? Why is there a portal there? We did kill him, right? Boy, I hope so. Get through the portal. We're gonna run out of time. We gotta go right for a time. Okay, there's a time. Yeah, I'll be on GTA tonight, Terry, yep. I actually came on last week, and even though we were going to have less people, I thought there'd be people playing, but no one was playing, so I played some Diablo. Yeah, we killed the goblin. No mythic, though. 2 goblin chests in a row with no mythic. Yeah, the packaging on the blockies is good. Gotta see if they'll send any more. I don't know if I need any of that stuff. We'll be alright.
Use it well.
So we ended up with 3 new mythics. We got a Star of the Sky, a Doombringer, and a Tyrael's Might. 3 out of 12 runs.
Better than starting from nothing.
Well, it's not that bad. Why is this stuff not saved? Don't want to lose our weapons, our equipment. Alright, I'm going to go do some laundry and get things ready for the day. So,
There's power in the stones.
yeah.
Come have a look.
Thanks for watching, guys. And we will, let's see, where's these go? These go here. And this stuff goes there. Potions go there. There we go. There we go. I still have some Gideon's Brew. And what is this? Elixir of the Tailwind. Alright, bye guys, and Terry, I'll see you on the game later tonight. And then Mr. B, maybe you'll be watching us play the racing in GTA 5, right? We'll be on at 3 Eastern, 8 o'clock UK. for our big group of GTA players. See you later.